everyone, this is Sean. In today's video, we're going to talk about a video that was posted by Certified Security Guard. Certified Security Guard is a brand new YouTuber, and remember, I posted a video previously and I encourage you guys to create your own channel, particularly if you are in private security or private investigations. This is a small niche community. I encourage you guys to create your channels, and I even explained why. So Certified Security Guard created his own channel. I don't know if it's because of one of my videos, or maybe because of one of you guys' videos, or because of everybody's videos as a community, and I believe the later is probably correct. Anyways, I subscribe to his channel. I am the second subscriber. Hopefully you guys could check him out. He has some interesting input. And if you are a private security company owner, you have a workforce under you, I think it's a good idea to see the things that he has to say, because these are the gripes and concerns that your staff might have, but they might not feel confident enough to address it to you. They may not feel comfortable enough. So in his video, he talked about whether or not law enforcement should respect the rules. And he describes that he works at a clinic and the police officers show up without a mask. Look, guys, I got strong opinions on this. I got an extensive law enforcement career. I'm a current law enforcement officer. I'm off duty right now, but I'm a sworn officer and I work full time. And I also work private security. When you combine the both jobs I worked, I have over 23 years of experience. I believe that law enforcement should respect the rules. If there's a mask mandate that requires police officers to wear a mask, doesn't matter if they're indoors or outdoors. When you're in public view, you should follow the rules, because it looks bad. It looks horrible. If you're a police officer and you can't follow the rules, how do you expect other people to follow the rules as well? It doesn't make any sense. New officers that I train, I've caught a couple of them driving without a front license plate. And there was an officer, one of the days I was training, he happened to pull somebody over because he or she did not have a front license plate. So this officer I was training, I don't remember if it was a he or she, it doesn't matter. We had a discussion, and this officer was about to write this person a ticket for not having a front license plate. So as they were about to start the ticket, I said, stop. Pull this person aside. I said, you don't even have a front license plate, and you want to write this person for not having a front license plate? How would this person feel if they were at the edge of the driveway leading out of the police department complex and they saw you driving without a front license plate? And they brought that to your attention. How would that make you feel? How does this person feel that you can't even follow your own rules that you're trying to enforce? Doesn't make any sense. And I've had discussions over the years. If you are in law enforcement, you're a police officer, you have to follow the rules or you can't enforce them. It's that simple. It doesn't even matter if you're on the clock or you're off the clock. You have to follow the rules. You see, the only reason why law enforcement officers are able to go out there and patrol is because most people still have respect for them. You might see some people out there saying, you know what, there's no more respect for law enforcement. No, I disagree. There still is. Because if there was no respect for law enforcement, okay, there's no way that you could do your job. There's maybe one law enforcement officer for every 1,000. Well, that's the way it's supposed to be, 1,000 people. Well, if all of these people have no respect for law enforcement officers couldn't even do their job. They just couldn't, because almost on every encounter a law enforcement officer has, that person cooperates with them because they respect the law. Most encounters. If you ever talk to a police officer that says that most of their contacts with people involve a fight, there's not a problem with that neighborhood. There's not a problem with that police department. There's a problem with that individual officer. Because most officers don't get in physical confrontations every day. So that's my opinion, and I got strong opinions on that. So if you're a police officer and you're entering a medical facility, it's almost common sense to wear your mask. Now, I'm not saying that a mask is effective. I'm not going to believe that. I'm not going to go here and say that certain vaccines will work and others won't. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. We do need to see what doctors are saying out there. But when I say use common sense, I mean use common sense with following the rules of the house. And that house refers to the medical facility. If you want to be respected, and I'm talking to law enforcement officers, if you want to be respected at a hospital or medical facility, wear your mask or wear whatever you're supposed to be wearing. Okay? That's their internal rules. Now, unless the rule jeopardizes your safety, then it's different. I'll give you a perfect example. As a law enforcement officer, I got a call at a school. The principal knows me, the vice principal knows me, the security there knows me. I was in full uniform with a marked black and white police car parked up front. So I go there because the school calls me. Okay, it was for a 5150 evaluation. 5150 is the welfare and institution code that is used in order to place somebody who is a danger to himself or others against their will. It's involuntary hospital confinement. That's the term we use in California. That's the code we use. So I go there, and then one of the front desk persons says, "Okay, no problem, officer, help you out," and asked me for my ID, and I said, "Okay, sure." So I showed my ID reluctantly. She says, "I'm gonna need." I showed the police ID, which it didn't really make any sense, but okay, here's my police ID. She says, "No, I need also your driver's license." And I said, "What are you gonna do with that?" And she said, "Well, we need to keep it with us, and I'm gonna give you a visitor pass. You'll attach that to your uniform." And I said, "Absolutely not. Absolutely not." And she says, "Why not?" I said, "It has my home address on that." She says, "No, you can trust us. We're trustworthy employees. You can trust us. Your information is safe. We don't disclose to other people." You think I'm stupid? I'm going to give you my driver's license, allow you to make copies of it when I'm gone. I don't know if maybe you had a law enforcement officer that you don't like in the past, but that's where I say use common sense. Those of you who are in law enforcement or even listening to this video, I am not going to give you my driver's license when it's obvious I'm in a uniform. I have a gun on me, and my black and white patrol car is parked up front. My radio is going off. And the thing is this, and we had a discussion. I said, "You know what? If you can't ascertain whether or not I'm a law enforcement officer, then why are you allowing me on this campus? I have a loaded handgun right here, as you can see." And she just had a blank stare. She couldn't give me an answer. Now, in that circumstance, I told her, "Look, if you want me, I am not going to leave the scene. You see that part of the block? I'm going to park my patrol car over there, and when you're ready to bring that student across the street to where I'm parked, because I'm not going to show you my ID, then please do so." And that's how that situation resolved. Later on, I got an email by the principal or the vice principal. It was an apology email. Anyhow, those are circumstances where I encourage law enforcement to say, "No, that's enough. That's enough." The mask is a different situation. Okay, it doesn't jeopardize your officer's safety. I've been in critical incidents with a mask on. It does affect your breathing, I will tell you that. But as for officer safety, no, I think you have more of a chance of contracting something if you don't have the right mask. I'm talking about the N95. But it doesn't, and this is for police officers, if it doesn't jeopardize your officer's safety, then that's fine. And actually, in a way, it's a good thing. If you're wearing a mask, you're concealing who you are. I mean, if you're somebody who doesn't want other people to know who you are, hey, you have a mask on, you're harder to detect. But again, follow the rule. This rule, there's a minimal intrusion, okay, on your rights, not to wear the mask. Minimal, that's it. Minimal intrusion. Whereas if you have to give somebody your driver's license to keep on file for 15 minutes, okay, that's a different story. Guys, there's laws that are in the books where you're able to request certain reporting, I think not credit reporting. There's certain reporting agencies out there where you can block you can get your home address blocked. There's a law for that. So why would I give my personal driver's license? It doesn't make any sense. I even told the lady, I'll show you my, you can hold on to my ID, my police ID. Oh no, that's not enough. I need your driver's license. No. It doesn't work that way. So you're a law enforcement officer, follow the rules, and also show private security some respect. For example, I was working at a hospital facility, and I may have said the story. The local officer showed up because of a false alarm call. Well, there's an alarm call, it was false. And just the way that he approached me, just a demeaning manner, it just made me feel like I'm like this big. And I'm not the one that activated the alarm. That alarm happened across the street. I don't even know how to turn the damn thing off. But yet again, he made me feel like this. And the first warning sign, okay, he walks up, he has a SWAT pin, okay, SWAT pin. The guy's in shape. He has a drop leg holster with a 1911 in it. You already know somebody's gonna be an asshole if they have a drop leg with a 1911. And they have a SWAT pin, okay? I was being as polite as he can, and again, the guy just came off as an asshole to me. And the thing is this, he didn't realize, hey, I'm on the same team as you. I am also in law enforcement, you idiot. But I don't go out there and telling people what I do for a living. But anyhow, if you're watching this, you're a police officer, realize that you're not above the law. Don't get badge heavy. This is why I like this channel. I started in security, and I always told myself that I will never forget where I came from. I will always remember my roots. My roots were, I was a police explorer, and then I went into private security and then law enforcement. I'll never ever forget where I came from. And I hope that if you are in private security and you're about to enter law enforcement, I hope you never forget this video. I hope you never forget this topic. Don't forget where you came from. Take care.